Welcome, welcome. Make yourself at home.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. The fence had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost work, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of the slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Cal, you're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinst work camp. Another time.
This place is starting to fill up, Cal. Guess the word is out.
It's looking pretty good.
Seeing this place start to get its legs feels like the start of something historic. What if, centuries from now, there's a city here? Even Aldera was just a lumber colony once.
Doma better start investing in urban planning.
True. Turgle told me he named a road after his foot. We'll talk soon.
So how'd you go from making sounds on Ryosa to becoming a producer?
Well, I put together a few rough tracks, handed them out to friends, and things spread word of mouth. Started playing enough gigs to do it full time. Eventually, someone with influence caught a listen as they were passing through. They'd worked with Max Rebo, so I figured they were legit.
Max Rebo? That is legit.
Exactly. Said they could give me some gigs in the Corps. When they said Corps, I heard like Chandrila. Nah, they meant Coruscant. So that's where I went. There's more music to find out there, Cal.
Ever pick up any good tips from bartending?
For starters, every client has a tell.
What's my tell?
Well, if I told you, it wouldn't be a tell.
Fine. So what's your tell?
My incurable honesty. Grease and the others are still waiting for you at the landing pad, you know.
Hey, Cal. You notice any new changes?
You get a new tool belt?
No, silly. Second floor. Fresh and newly open for business.
I thought the roof was falling in.
Monk's been busy. And from the sound of that sweet ride outside, so have you.
Yeah. I should probably find Grace.
Well, I'll be scoping out the renovations up top. You should too. Great to see you.
That your ship outside?
Yeah. What's it to you?
Kind of girl be pleasantly surprised when someone brings some class to this rock.
Was that a compliment?
Was it?
I don't want to know how this got there. Let's wash up.
There aren't any Zabrak hanging out in the outpost, right?
Not that I've seen.
Huh, thank goodness. Thought I was gonna have to book it for a second there.
Are there people out to hurt you?
Only always. But I owe these Zabrak quite a few credits for an incident I was involved in.
You get into a lot of trouble, don't you?
The less you know, the better. Trust me. I can always run, start a new life. No, Turgle, not again.
Do you take requests, Ash?
You can try.
Great. Do you know about Anselmi throat intonations?
Oh, deep cut. Aren't those only performed underwater?
Exactly. I was reading that they use the low-frequency band as a carrier wave for deep-sea telemetry. Can you imagine? We could try to decode it in atmosphere.
I'm gonna be straight with you, Toa. Folks here are not gonna appreciate that.
Oh,
But hit me up if you have other suggestions, yeah?
great. Yeah, I will hit you up.
Don't worry, I won't hurt you.
Well, you got a mean look to you.
I do?
Yeah, like you're not afraid of nothing. Maybe you can find out what all this fuss is about. There's a shack, nestled way out near the caverns. Folks call it Key's Workshop.
What's in the workshop?
Misery. And maybe treasure, or so I hear. If you're in the area, could be worth a visit.
That's it.
Oh, hello there again, Cal. It is good to see you.
You too. Is this the home you were talking about?
Correct. Within there are some possessions. I don't suppose they will need them anymore. So feel free. Look around.
Are you sure?
I have no need for them. For your help, I insist. I will be leaving Kobo soon.
Where are you going?
My owners have relatives on Onderon. I will seek them out, but no matter what, I am committed to learning some more practical skills.
Practical skills?
Medicine, surgery, healing. What happened in those caverns was terrible, and I was powerless to help. I will learn to prevent that, Cal.
It's hard to stop suffering in this galaxy, but always worth the effort.
Huh?
Have you two had any run-ins with the Raiders?
They wouldn't dare.
And we don't do much running.
But I do hate what they've done to this outpost.
I hate how they're always rooting through our outpost scrap heaps.
I hate how they scream all the time.
You haven't had your beauty sleep in months.
Looking at you, you haven't had beauty sleep in the past 100 cycles.
So long.
Combat! Ready at last. Here we go.
Over here, BD. Let's hope we don't need it.
Tis only Carl. Forgive the short greeting, lad. I'm always on edge when fishing for the finger-licked garpon.
What a name.
And fierce as they come. But that doesn't deter the poachers. The poor garpon, despite its rarity, is a delicacy for the black of heart and the rumbly of belly. In we go! Did you see that beauty? 2 plump fins, a fine complement of glands, a scrumptious varicose tongue.
Fishing on an empty stomach, Scuba?
Hey, I can't succumb to the passions of the stomach. The garpon must live. I'd better get me mind off it. Spin your tail. So, you wish to prick up your ears and receive the tale of Scuba?
If you're sharing stories, we'll listen.
And you be a fool, my lad. A sordid tale will bring you nothing but grief and woe.
Okay, well, if you're not sharing stories, we'll...
Oh, fine, I'll tell you. At your own insistence, and at your own peril. My story begins in a small village on the frozen banks of Sakavita, my home world. Nights black as quillfish in it, Winter's so cold, a stern look could turn you to glass.
Doesn't sound like the easiest place to grow up.
Difficult, aye. From the moment your mother's milk froze on your tongue to the moment you foundered upon frozen streets. You see, the fishes, they had the right of it. They dwelt far below the ice, where warm currents danced like ribbons in the wind. To fish so scarce a quarry, on account of the great fish famine, well, it's nae a mild undertaking. But for all me belly-aching now, there's a peaceful enough life for a wee Sacavian with an instinct for the road.
So you discovered your talent early.
Such a talent was I, that as a lad, nae hardly sporting my first prickly chin hair, I was given an audience with Undone. But that be a tale for another time. Where were we? Ah, yes. By virtue of my prodigious fishing talents, I was taken to see the mysterious one they call Undone. I can see it still. Wee scuba, ushered into yon black-mouthed cave. I could barely make out the figure, glinting with moonlight. I scrubbed my eyes, like a old tar scrubbing the deck. And there she was, a vast creature. Great tentacles blooming from her blubber, like cables gorging on a fuel tank. One of the tentacles twitched into the air, just over my head, and then, wham! Right on the noggin, so I'm told. I staggered out the cave like a lover first acquainted with a deck. But something else happened. I think when that fell tentacle struck me, Undone took something straight out to me brain and put something else in.
She put something in your brain?
Aye, boy. The subtle art of catching a fish. The art of focus. And in the dark, with nothing but the bristles on your chin for company, that focus is special. From that day forward, when I plunged my line into the frigid waters, it would emerge with a fish. 3 times out of 7.
That's less than half.
My village told me that I'd be the one to save them from the great fish famine. Little did I know that the grapnel was soon to arrive on our shores.
Gonna assume that's a bad thing.
Perhaps, lad. And perhaps not. But that'll be a story for another time.
Focus.
If it was so important,
right here. Starting. It's boring. When will we get some action? I want to put down some insurgents. Our orders are to guard, not to hunt. Come on, aren't you even a little bored? My circuits are seizing up.
Let's look. What's that, bud?
I can win this. I'm tossing a detonator. Slippery little thing.
Whoever lived here is long gone. Wonder what they were making.
Jedi is gonna next week. No, not true. You're separatists and everything. Not the same. You are not authorized. Weapons engaged. You must join. Here we go. Forward. Taking out our droids. Hi.
Knock it off! broken since the crash. Ah, sweet freedom.
Another shard.
On our territory.
If they're smart, they'll stay there on the move.
Shots fired!
Good, Neko. Jump! That's how it's done.
Not a bad sound. Good sampling this for sure. But it's missing something. There we go.
don't bite, I promise.
It's nice here, huh? I often come up for the view.
I see why. It's beautiful.
Just watch your step.
Yeah, no kidding.
You've gotten yourself into a real mess, haven't you, Turgle? Always on the run, scraping by for credits. Everyone hates me. Doesn't matter where I go. I'm always alone.
A state of alert. I'm always alert. You never know when you might need to start tearing stuff up.
All right, let's go. Don't worry. I won't hurt you.
Organic life forms will be terminated with extreme force. Remember your programming and you will be victorious. Victory will be won through perfect military wisdom.
Break you. How's this?
Z, you're looking good as new.
Indeed, that mechanical mixologist is a miracle worker. I must know, did you locate the key to Tanalor?
It's complicated, but we'll find it.
Monk told me what transpired while I was asleep. To think the Jedi Order is no more, that must have been dreadful for you. We have both been through so much, but we must persevere, Cal. After all, what else is there to do?
That's right. You've got room for one more?
I shall remain here, but if you need my counsel, I will be at the saloon. I am very fortunate to have met you, Cal Kestis.
I found something out there.
Oh yeah, what do you got? Another holocron?
Jedi. From the time of the High Republic, somehow preserved in Bacta. Dagan Gera. I freed him.
What happened?
He attacked me. Escaped with the Bedlam Raiders. He's who they've been looking for. Says the Jedi betrayed him and turned to the dark side.
Are you okay, kid?
Tanalor. It's real, Grease. It's hidden somewhere in the Abyss.
Oh, that's impossible! The Abyss eats any ship that gets too close!
The Republic found a way through hundreds of years ago. That's why they built that array in the forest.
A hidden world that nobody's been able to reach for centuries. If you figured out how to cross the Abyss, you could just disappear.
Completely. No Bedlam Raiders. No bounty hunters.
No galactic empire.
I'm just spitballing here, but that does sound like a place that someone could call home.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a home.
Get your feet down. All right, I'm going back to the cantina.
You know, Grease, we could use a real pilot.
I don't know. I mean, you're doing okay on your own. I mean, you could clean the Patoli weave every now and again.
We don't know the Mantis like you do. Nobody does.
Oh, Cal, I'm sorry. My best days are behind me. I can't even hold my cards steady.
I know things are different from how they used to be, but I'm not sure I could do this without you.
Is that really how you feel?
It is.
Well, I mean, I guess I could have Monk keep his eye on the saloon.
Greasy money.
All right.
You in? I mean, there's not gonna be much in the way of credits.
God, this is better than any score. Imagine, no more looking over your shoulder. A safe place for us, for the ones we love.
If anyone knows about a lost Jedi world, it's here.
Jedha! Aha! It's about time you paid that lady a visit. All right, I'm gonna make us some food before we go.
So who's this seer we're going to see?
A mentor of mine. Rescued me from the Empire on Braca and dragged me halfway across the galaxy.
Sounds like you two went through a lot together.
We did. Been a long time since I've seen her.
Want to set out? In my experience, you gotta chase a lead when it's hot.
How's it feel to be back on the Mantis?
Good. Thinking about whipping up some curried burrafish. Kitchen looks in better shape than the rest of the ship, kid.
I definitely saw less action since you left.
You're telling me. The spice levels haven't moved. Did you cook even one decent meal for yourself these last years?
I'm not half the cook you are, Grease. And maybe only 3/4 the pilot.
Very kind, but the first chance we get, I'm making you a plate of Great Granny Pyloon's umber hash.
My favorite. Can't wait.
So, we headed to Jeddah or what?
Hulu, Guido, what's going on?
Just bemoaning the sorry state of affairs in this place.
What did the Raiders do this time?
No, not them. We were talking about how things ain't like the good old days.
When we started out here, life was grand.
Place was nearly empty.
Barely anyone to bother you.
Sounds like paradise.
Well, it's the way of the galaxy. The only constant is change, and everything gets worse with time.
Yeah, and there's always one Turgle everywhere you go. What?
Hello.
I should probably get back to the kitchen. Rush hour should be starting any time.
Is there really a rush hour?
Yeah, of course. Of course, that doesn't mean you get a crowd or anything, but it's still a rush for me.
Seems like you're happy here. I like seeing that, bud.
I've got a kitchen and plenty of places to hide. I'm doing just fine. But I do miss my shift.
The Mantis misses you too.
Yeah, sure, I'll bet it does, the way you fly. Get out of here, it's almost rush hour. Now, where to start?
Doing good, Grease?
Kid, not now. I get the feeling monks secretly turned this place from Pyloons to monks, going behind my back, trying to make my masterpiece into his masterpiece. Whatever. I gotta figure out what he changed, if he changed anything.
Glad you came to Kobo, Cal. You're a hard worker, aren't you? Always putting others before yourself.
How can you tell?
Smudge of dirt on your pants, whiff of adrenaline. Your eyes dart for danger, alert. I call it hunter's eyes. trap game, a hunter refines her ability to observe. But for the record, your friendly demeanor don't fool me one bit.
That right?
Oh, yeah. You're a natural hunter, and you damn well know it. I'll look after things while you're gone, Cal.
That's right. The outpost is under our watchful eyes.
Easy there, cowboy.
Cal, look at this saloon.
Monk's been really busy.
And I helped by staying out of the way. Did you know there's even a garden on the roof?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know what I like about plants? When you talk to them, they can't just walk away. Don't worry about this place, Cal. I have everything under control.
Did you choose that paint job for the Stinger Mantis? Or was that Grease?
It's a little flashy for my taste.
Hey, when you're the galaxy's most wanted, you might as well go out in style.
The Mantis has gotten us out of more scrapes than I can count. She could do with more regular maintenance, but I couldn't ask for a better ship.
Then she lives up to her name. If I were you, I'd ride that thing until the thrusters fell off.
That's the plan.
We're ready when you are, Cal. Let's get a move on.
Copy that.
Greetings, Sojourner.
Just Cal will do.
It will not.
Okay. You don't look like the other prospectors.
No. They unearth riches. Tulak excavates that which cannot be so easily grasped.
Make a lot of credits in that line of work?
Wisdom is a good that never decays and is always in short supply. Now is not the time to speak.
You're back. Guess you're not dead.
Hope you weren't placing any bets.
Please. It'll take more than cutting down that chump Zeke to impress me. Take down a real killer. Then maybe I'll wager a credit or two.
So how'd you like playing on Coruscant?
At first, I loved it. The Undercity's this melting pot of all these different struggles. A real vivid place, you know? After a few months of small gigs, though, I got bumped up to the popular clubs. It didn't take long for me to start hating it.
Not your scene?
It wasn't a conversation, you know? Those crowds just wanted to be able to say they'd seen the next big thing.
Sounds like you were really on the rise.
Well, my agents were ambitious. Scored me a deal that could have had me on billboards all over the course. But I said no.
That takes guts.
Well, sort of slicing up raiders. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hit me up if you hear any good Valley sounds, all right?
You got it, Ash.
Say, Cal, what do you make of this place?
It's, little rough.
Diplomatically put.
What about you? You seem to spend a lot of time here.
What do I think? I'll lay it out for you. This place violates about 24 business fundamentals, giddily deploys false advertising practices, and is riddled with moles I daren't investigate. And yet, it serves drinks and doesn't close its doors when the Bedlam Raiders march into town. That's more than you can say for any other establishment on this rock. Not now, barkeep.
Barkeep.
Good to see you, Cal.
It's good to see you.
This bass line is giving me gutter funk vibes. Y'all are feeling this, right? Right? Ugh, not even a bob of head. Turn it up, PT. Let's see if we can get some heads nodding around.
Cal, you seen that waterfall near the forest, right?
Is that the spot the Raiders like to camp out at?
Afraid so.
Those abominable bullies. Why, this gem of a planet will be enjoyed by one and all.
So our expedition is a no-go?
Not unless you want to dodge some blaster fire.
No thanks.
Is there anywhere on this planet where one can relax safely with friends?
There's a few Raider-free pockets left. Kobo ain't what it used to be. Let's chat later.
Still at your research?
Of course. I could not pass up a find like Z. Sure, there are some blank spots in her memory banks.
Come again?
Yeah, it's always a bit trickier when your archives are sentient. But this sort of thing is why I came here in the first place. I'm not going anywhere.
That's pretty courageous. Raider turf isn't exactly ideal for research.
As far as I'm concerned, being on Kobo, seeing what's here with my own eyes, well, you don't make breakthroughs like this doing punch clock studies back home, you know.
Yeah, we get it.
Take care out there, Cal.
You too.
Cal, how good to see you.
You too, Z.
Should you find any data discs from my day, I'd be happy to decrypt them for you. I imagine there are many that remain lost on Kobo.
We'll let you know if we do.
Cal, I hope I'm not intruding, but what happened to your Jedi Master?
He died during the Purge. Gave his life so I could escape. I can still hear his last words. Trust only in the Force.
Oh, Cal, I am so very sorry.
It was a long time ago.
2 centuries later, and Master Kree's last directive still rattles my memory banks.
I'll never forget. But that's how they're still with us.
I think you're right about that. Cal, I don't want to be that droid, but Tantalor won't discover itself.
What do we have here?
Hazy.
I'll take it. Done. This one.
Don't understand. How can this shameful empire remain in power?
I don't know anybody who loves the Empire. But hey, there's money in Imperial salvage contracts.
Plus, for most of us, life has not changed too drastically.
Oh, don't spare my circuits. Tell me what you really think.
Well, sure, things are different. Back home, practically every lab is under military funding. But things are a lot like under the Republic. We go about our lives, send delegates to the Senate, vote.
What a vote is worth these days.
It's so difficult to imagine a galaxy without the Jedi. Like a drive core without its Redonian spark.
What? Cast your eyes over this beauteous tank.
Glad you came around to it.
It didn't make a fetching first impression. Never mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you'd think someone tried to cram a mollusk through a sieve.
Can't unhear that.
Well, hello! It seems you've beaten all of these players. Is there someone else you can find? Don't worry, friend. I'm certain there are more opponents just waiting out there.
We barely escaped Coruscant, Grease. Wish I had you by my side.
Yeah, me too. There'd be less to repair on the Mammoth.
You ever have any close calls like that?
Oh, yeah. I was out in the Ryloft system one time. Suddenly, I see 3 modified light corvettes on my tail. Oh, yeah, it was bad. Weakway pirate. I tried every evasive move in the book. Full throttle, I couldn't lose them.
So how'd you escape?
I managed to divert the power from the ship's climate control to its engines. It gave me the extra boost to shake those pirates off, and a new trick to push the Mantis whenever I needed it.
That's why the Mantis always gets colder at full speed.
A greasy secret. Don't you tell nobody. Let's talk in a bit, yeah?
Who taught you to hunt, Mosey?
Oh, yeah, I grew up in a large family. My siblings and I competed with one another for attention, praise, food sometimes. Had to be the strongest to stand out.
Sounds intense.
Yeah, Mama was hardest on me. Always pointing out a mistake, criticizing my techniques.
That must have toughened you up.
Yeah, it likely did. But I've come to resent it. Probably the reason why I flung myself here.
I Barely knew my parents.
Yeah. Well, that ain't always a bad thing now, is it? Salutations.
You're back! Oh, it's really good to see you.
It's good to see you, too. How are things around here?
Between you and me, I think the management is much improved.
No more raider trouble here? Any threats we should be aware of?
Well, not since you put Ravis on the run. Come to think of it, they've been very quiet since then.
That's what worries me.
I'm really busy, Cal. Maybe later.
You seem different in here, Cal.
How so?
You're more relaxed, for sure.
I guess. Breeze did a good job with this place. Feels like home.
Breeze. Not sure I'll ever meet another Latero like him. That was supposed to be a compliment. Good luck out there.
So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Kobo, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate. I must be alone now.
So, this whole running around the galaxy, beating down bullies thing you got going on, what do you get at it?
Well, it's a better use of my time than drinking my life away in a cantina.
That you're wrong on, bud.
Hey, Cal, you're pretty familiar with Rambler's Reach, right?
I know my way around, but I'm not a local. Why?
I'm on the hunt for new audio samples. The soundscape around here is getting pretty stale.
Really? As far as I can tell, Pyloon's is full of strange sounds.
Listen, Cal, I've already sampled all the regulars. And trust me when I tell you, you do not want to know the kinds of noises Turtle makes in his sleep.
Yeah, I'll stay ignorant. Please.
Enjoy the tunes.
Seeing these battle droids about takes one back, doesn't it?
Maybe a bit.
Oh, the Clone Wars. Those were the good years.
I've never heard anyone say that before, Moran.
Oh, sure. A separatist secession backed by tax-loathing free marketeers begins, just as I'm establishing a profitable extrajudicial shipping operation. They paired like wine and flat cakes.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Apologies, I'm being insensitive. You probably fought in the Clone Wars as a child soldier, right?
No, not exactly.
Well, I suppose it's all over now, one way or another. Another time.
Is it just me, or does Zig seem lonely these days?
Makes sense. Last time she had a date, we were living in a republic.
You two are looking sour as usual.
You can't say that to us.
Sure he can. This place has all gone downhill ever since Pyloon's opened its doors.
You know Grease and I are friends, right?
You have friends. How about that?
Well, tell your friend to act like the old owner, Abel Drongite.
With Abel, you could go hundreds of cycles without paying your tab.
And if he got real tired, Abel let you sleep on the floor.
Abel also got himself shot by raiders.
Hey, nobody's perfect. So long.
full speed to Jedha.
Must feel good to get back in the cockpit after so long.
Fine. Just getting used to things.
Never been to Jeddah. We headed to the city?
Nah, last I heard, Seer was holed up in the desert with some weird hermits called anchorites. I just wish he'd pick a more lively cult.
We're getting a signal from Jeddah.
That's Seer. I sent word ahead that we'd be visiting. Let me put it up on the holoprojector.
I got it.
Cal Kestis, it is an honor.
Yeah, hi. Is Seer there?
We eagerly await your arrival. However, a dust storm is sweeping over our location. It is too dangerous for your ship to land.
How will I get to you?
Master Junda has arranged for an escort who will guide you to us.
Wait, she's sending someone else?
I will transmit the rendezvous coordinates to your pilot.
Okay, I got it.
Disembark with caution. Imperial patrols have been seen in the high desert.
Thanks for the warning. Well?
They give me the creeps. I wonder what kind of weirdo she's gonna send to meet you.
And the Empire's there too.
Not the welcome I was hoping for.
Sorry, kid, with the dust storm brewing, this is as close as I can get. Rendezvous point shouldn't be too far.
Sit tight, you two. I'll find Seer's contact.
I'll keep Grease safe and sound.
Grease Dritus don't need no babysitter.
Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Watch it, you. Watch yourself out there.
Be careful out there. No pointless heroics, yeah?
Grease, have you been telling stories about me?
I got plenty of things to talk about besides you, kid.
Stay alert out there.
Let's go find Seer's escort. The rendezvous point is up ahead. Time to climb. Hang on, BD. Whoa. Gotta be careful. check it out. Focus.
Who cares? Run for your life unless you want to die on this rock.
Let's stay off the sand, buddy. Don't want to end up a snack. Hello. What'd you find? Gunship's heading towards the rendezvous. They're gonna beat us to Seer's escort. Looks like a scroll. Can't imagine how long it's been here.
I see him.
Not give up. Gotta respect that. This always clears my head. I can definitely work with that. troops.
Break's over. No sign of the pilot. Should we call it in? Keep a lookout. They'll be back for the speeder sooner or later. And detain anyone in the area.
We gotta find the escort before the Empire does. Force is with me.
Here we go.
You killed them all. Attack the enemy. I'll make you regret that.
You been watching me?
Like old times. Surprised to see me.
I thought they'd send someone a bit more, unfamiliar.
I would not be so quick to judge, Cal Kestis. Much has changed since we last saw each other.
I can see that.
Come. My speeder is this way.
Your land speeder? Stormtroopers found it.
Then we will take care of them.
And it looks like they found us too. You ready?
Just try to keep up, Jedi.
Keep up! You go get him! I'll have to pick up the slack. All right, again! Hostile, get ready! Stop trying to flee! You made a mistake coming here.
We'll take them together.
Take him down! Won't survive like
It's over, but that won't be the last of them. Cal, the wall!
We're coming. Let's take it down together.
I'm with you, Jedi.
You will regret that.
That's the last of them. You've learned some new tricks.
Looks like you have, too. I picked up an ascension cable. See anything I can latch onto?
How's this?
Thought you were off traveling the galaxy. What are you doing on Jedha?
Jedha is part of the galaxy now.
Good to know.
I visit Seer from time to time. When I heard the Mantis was arriving, I offered to guide you. We must get to the other side. Good. We should hurry, Cal. A storm is coming. Stormtroopers. We should circle around and ambush them from above.
I like the sound of that.
How do you know? Just a speeder. Pretty banged up one. Reports of hostiles in the area. Should we send out another scouting party? We're stretched thin as it is.
We need to take them down before more arrive.
Just like that time on Nar Shaddaa.
Precisely. I'll follow your lead.
That's a first.
I must gather my energy.
Night, sister. I'm not the enemy.
They're here. Destroy the speeder.
Cal, watch out! Vengeance will be mine.
Come back, coward. Be careful.
Not your best. They stumble. Good work, Jedi.
You okay?
Of course. Unlike my speeder. Even if the storm subsided, Seer is too far to reach on foot.
Nice.
What are you thinking?
Might be able to hitch a ride.
All right. Follow me.
There. See it?
I do. You haven't lost your edge. BD seems a step slow. Learn to take a joke, droid. Through here. You're not stuck, are you? Spit. The way is blocked.
Whoa, watch out!
Are you trying to kill me?
Sorry, I thought.
It's all right, Cal. Stand back. I will fix this.
What are you doing?
Restoring the pattern you threw into chaos.
Incredible. exhausting. You need a break?
The storm is coming. I will rest when we arrive at Seer's place.
Where did you learn that?
Dathamir.
You went home?
Yes. My sisters are gone, but their wisdom remains. Ah, the Spammels.
They stopped at an oasis. Getting closer.
The creature is gone, but it will return.
We should never have made this journey.
May the Jedi protect us.
Maybe someone at Seer's base would know what to make of this. All right, let's go.
No word yet. Keep trying to establish contact.
Liked that speeder. Hold my back.
I can do this all day. Stop hiding.
Keep your guard up.
Get up here. Solid hit. Faster than I thought.
Baron, you got it?
Of course. I'll meet you on the other side.
Hope you're ready. What users are waiting? Release me! Can't all be dead. Can they?
What'd you find, buddy?
Not sure what I'm seeing. Where did she come from? I can't get a clean shot.
They're scared of you.
I know. They have taken to calling me the Desert Ghost.
Desert ghost, huh?
Haunting Imperials has become a hobby of mine.
Maybe someone at Seer's base would know what to make of this. Must have taken lifetimes to build this place. Now the people who built it are gone.
I came across the remnants of many civilizations during my travels. All things decay, Cal Kestis.
Know who this was?
I don't, but Seer might. BD, does he look like Cal?
Get him! On it! Whole squad is down.
Together, Cal. Let's move.
There's the oasis.
Not far now.
Got something, buddy? Those look like Jedi.
Seer says Jedha was once home to many who revered your kind. Perhaps they were.
My kind.
You always loved to climb.
Comes in handy.
If that was a joke, I hope you fall. You don't stand a chance. I have missed fighting at your side.
Storm's getting closer.
We will shelter in Seer's base. It is hidden from the Empire in the high desert. Good work, Jedi.
Storm's getting closer.
We will shelter in Seer's base. It is hidden from the Empire in the high desert. A Skriton lair.
Where's the Skrite?
Something's coming.
Take them down together.
Agreed. Keep your guard up. You will break.
Good work.
You too.
Help me out?
Must I?
Thanks.
Seer would be disappointed if I left you to die in the desert.
The Spammel.
You really think you can tame one?
Worth a shot.
An oasis! We're saved!
Now we have the strength to reach the crossing.
May the Jedi watch over us.
Are you tired?
Just taking things in.
I wonder what Spammels eat. What do you eat, Beast? The storm nears. We must go.
Maybe someone at Seer's base would know what to make of this. Want a hand?
Thank you. But I can manage. That's right.
Is the base far?
Not with our new friend. And now we have time to catch up.
No kidding. It's been years. You must have seen the entire galaxy.
Almost.
How was it?
Amazing. The sinking city of Karatao, the Persaya Cliffs. This galaxy suffers, but there is still beauty.
That's the way back. Any run-ins?
Yes. These are dark times. I helped those I could.
Just glad you're all right.
You as well. Wherever I went, you were never far from my thoughts.
I've never seen a storm like that.
It's hard to tell how long one will last.
Let's not wait to find out.
My thoughts exactly. You've avoided Seer for years. Why visit her now?
I need her help. We're looking for something connected to the Order.
Interesting. Are you still upset with us for leaving?
I didn't see it coming, Marin. All of us going our separate ways.
I understand, Kyle. But we had our reasons. Spammel friend, can you go any faster? We have to hurry. Faster! We need to hurry up.
Spammel's scared. It's fighting me. Baron! 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 Can you hear me? I don't see her, BD!
Cal! Can you hear me? This way!
Baron! We're coming! What now?
We must keep moving!
You're all right!
For now! This way! Are you all right?
Fine! You?
Yes! We have to find shelter!
Where'd the Spammel run off to?
It doesn't matter now! Cal! This way!
Requesting immediate extraction. What are my coordinates? I can't even see my hand. Repeat, you're breaking up. Finally, some shelter. Whoever built this must have known the pattern of the storms. Impressive. Who cares? This will be fine.
You don't stand fast!
No one's that fast. It's more powerful than I expected.
You're pretty quick. Hold still.
I need help, bud.
can't be.
The Spammel must have found shelter. This way.
The Spammel saved us.
So we can forgive it for leaving us to die.
Agreed.
Okay. Should be set for the night.
Sit. Tell me what adventures you and BD have had since we last saw each other.
All right. Same as always. Fighting the Empire, helping out where we can. Not staying in one place too long. And, I think we might have found something special. A place where the Empire can't find us. But it would mean leaving the fight. And the fight is all I know.
Cal. Look into the fire. It will warm you. Keep you company. On dark, lonesome nights, yes? But left unchecked, it will consume everything in its path. Until there is only ash. But on a cold night, like tonight, a warm fire is perfect. And the company is not so bad either.
I missed you, Marin.
And I you. I had to leave, Cal. In order to see the galaxy on my own terms.
What'd you find?
Myself. Reflected in all the places and people I encountered. Dathomir will always be my home, but it does not need to define me.
I never understood why you left. But sitting here now, it's clear you made the right choice.
You missed a spot.
Morning.
The weather has cleared. Let's go. This way. The base is not far now.
Another stem. Here you go. Well, we survived our first storm together.
Yes, we did.
I'm glad we got to see each other again. How long are you staying on Jedha?
I don't know. But I am excited to see Grease. How is he these days?
Not bad. He opened up a cantina. Pyloon Saloon.
He named it after his great-grandmother.
Nothing's more important to Grease than family.
Hello, my friend. It's so very good to see you again.
Master Cordova. It's an honor. I never thought I'd meet you in person.
The honor is mine, Cal. Seer's told me everything. You have demonstrated great bravery and wisdom in the face of overwhelming adversity. You chose well? Well, I wouldn't go that far.
The Empire has claimed the ruins. We'll have to find another rendezvous point.
Unfortunate. But at least the storm covered your tracks. Come, let me escort you inside.
Master Cordova, did you find the Zepho?
Only faint traces of their passage, heading deep into the unknown regions.
Sorry to hear that.
As it goes. Ultimately, that failure inspired me to seek out other Jedi survivors. That search led me back to my old apprentice. Coming, Cal. How have you been faring, Cal?
That doesn't sound good.
I've had a few scrapes, but I'm still breathing.
And I'm glad for it. I heard some news about a Jedi terrorist on Coruscant not long ago.
You were on Coruscant? Well, the Mantis looks like it's seen better days.
You should see the other guys.
Cal, are you dreaming?
Sorry, coming. This base is well hidden.
Yes. Well, the Empire's presence has grown these past years. They are much too strong to fight directly, but we do what we can. It is critical, of course, that our work remains secret.
What work exactly?
Better to ask Seer yourself. Meanwhile, Marin and I will greet our new arrivals. So, how was the desert?
Cold, stormy, and too many Imperials.
Not my preferred weather forecast. But more common by the day. Where did you weather the storm?
A cave past the old market. Our Spammel friend showed us the way.
You've a habit for making new friends wherever you go.
A survival instinct, perhaps.
I intercepted some Imperial communications. Your reputation is growing.
Was there fear in their voices?
Quite a bit, yes.
Good. How are you feeling?
Better. That tea you brought me was wonderful.
I'll need to find a different way.
Master Cordova and I will wait for Grease. Go speak with Seer.
Just keep trying. It's not like Brother Armai has to break contact. Cal Kestis. Welcome to Jedha. I knew the storm wouldn't deter you.
You're rebuilding the temple archives.
We're trying. As long as this knowledge remains, the legacy of the Jedi survives.
It's incredible. But something tells me there's more to this than just holobooks.
Yes. We're a part of a network, known as the Hidden Path. We provide safe passage and new identities to those who have been persecuted by the Empire.
Hunted by the Empire, like Jedi survivors?
Very few of us remain. But yes, and Force sensitives, and those who help them.
Why didn't you tell me?
You never asked. Besides, I hear you've been busy making yourself the Empire's most wanted.
I wanted to prove to the galaxy that the Empire isn't invulnerable. That you can resist. That you have to fight if things are gonna get better. But then they just listen to the propaganda and they pretend they're free anyways.
You chose a hard path.
And it hasn't made a difference.
Well, while the Empire's trained its eyes on you, we've been able to build the network, find allies, and save lives.
When you left, I thought you'd just given up. I was wrong.
Cal, you were just a child when they sent you off to war. You know, there was a time when I remember that Jedi were more than just weapons. But we both have our roles to play in this struggle.
But that's why I'm here. Seer.
Will you get a load of this? Hey, Seer, you can't say it ain't short on personality, but kind of creepy, though.
Well, it's good to see you too, Grease. Well, hello, BD.
Okay.
So, how was your time in the desert?
The storm covered our tracks, but the Empire destroyed one of your speeders.
It's a small price to pay for everybody's safe arrival. And who's this?
This is Bodo Kuna. He's a friend.
It's so nice to finally meet you.
This hunk of trouble. Hey, we're all together. Huh?
Yes. Now, what brings you all to Jedha?
We're searching for a lost planet. Tanalorr, you ever heard of it?
It's on the other side of a deadly nebula called the Kobo Abyss.
Well, our archives are far from complete, but I'm sure Master Cordova's up to the task.
With pleasure.
The trouble is, we're not the only ones looking for this place.
I knew this was sounding too easy.
The guy's name is Dagan Gera. He was a Jedi. Now he leads a band of raiders on the Outer Rim. There's an old temple there. Dagan intends to reclaim it.
A Jedi temple out of the reach of the Empire could mean that there's information there that we don't have in the archive.
I believe I have something. Oh, you're too kind, BD. I'll start with the bad news.
Oh, boy. This guy knows his audience.
I found no information related to crossing the Kobo Abyss. However, I found 2 mentions of this Dagan Gera. He had a retreat on Kobo, and records show him frequently visiting a laboratory on its moon.
Okay, we'll check him out.
If you find anything, bring it to me. I am happy to assist further.
Thank you. Both of you.
You're welcome, Cal. I hope you find what you're searching for.
May the Force be with you.
And with you.
I will escort you back to the Mantis.
So you're not joining us?
I cannot.
Glad you didn't have to fly through that storm. So, how's it feel to be piloting the Mantis again?
Like being home.
Then why the long face?
It's been too long. My pilot instincts are all off.
I know how hard it is trying to relearn skills you put to the side.
I guess so, huh? Still, I regret ever walking away from the Mantis. Keep thinking I'm gonna slip up.
You walked away when you needed to. I know you'll pick it back up in no time.
Okay. You're a good friend, Cal. This new arm is gonna make piloting a little different. But I'll get there. I hope. Oh, hey, Seer or Master Cordova's got the answers, not me. Talk to one of them.
So where are we headed first? Back to Kobo? Or its moon?
I think we should check out the High Republic settlement first.
Yeah, let's scope it out. Dagan Gera was bound to leave something behind. Ready to roll out when you are.
Ah, Cal. I was hoping we could speak about something. There is a site, quite an ancient one at that, in the northern desert. I visited it during my early days on Jedha, before the Empire's presence grew.
What kind of site?
One built by those who revered Force users. We know little about them, but I found the experience quite fascinating. Perhaps you will too.
We'll check it out.
Cal, my friend, have you made the acquaintance of Sister Task?
Don't think I have.
You ought to introduce yourself. She's our chief archivist, and though I doubt she'd admit it, she seems eager to meet you.
I'll stop by.
Very good. Just remember to mind your manners. She's Narcus, through and through.
Cordova said he found you while he was seeking other Jedi survivors.
Yes. Hard to believe that fate brought us together once again after all this time.
Could have used that luck when we were hunting for the holocron.
I know. Luck or fate. I'm just happy my master is alive and here with us.
Yeah.
And determined as ever to tend to the Jedi legacy and resist the Empire.
Have you explored any of the ruins on Jedha?
I have. Quite fascinating. Though my research was cut short due to the growing Imperial presence. Now it's too risky to venture outside, and we send communications only when absolutely necessary. That is why I could not tell you that I returned, my friend. My sincerest apologies.
We're just glad you're okay.
Have a look around the archive, Cal. We'll talk later.
Please, let me know how your field research expedition goes, my friends.
The archive is growing, but there is still much work to do.
I'll leave you to it.
So good to see you, Merrin. What brings you to Jedha?
I came across a group during my travels. Their goal is to hide Force sensitives from the Empire. Have you ever heard of the Hidden Path?
Sister, were you persuaded by the fifth corollary?
Persuaded? Perhaps not, though I was moved. The poetry was inspired. Tragically, it failed, fatally, to present a consistent ontology.
I may need to revisit it.
Hail, Jedi Knight. I am called Sister Task.
I'm Cal.
Word of your arrival has spread quickly, Noble One. Master Junda holds you in high esteem.
Seer and I have been through a lot together.
Jedha is brimming with lost artifacts related to your order, among other traditions. Should you happen upon any scrolls or other objects of interest, I would gladly exchange some of the treasures I've unearthed for them.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
We are in your debt, Noble One.
I meant to ask.
You are curious to learn more about the masked hermits helping your mentor, hmm?
I am.
We are the Narcus Anchorites. We study and venerate the Force as it manifests through knowledge.
You're scholars?
We gather knowledge, much like other scholars, yes. But our labor is driven by the belief that knowledge expresses universal truth. Through wisdom, we seek to perceive the formless pattern of the Force. Do you understand?
I understand describing the Force as a formless pattern, although that isn't my perception of it.
Indeed. Nor do we experience the Force as you do, Noble One. Seer tells me you were trained in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Up until I became Master Tapal's Padawan. Then we went off to serve in the Clone Wars.
Do you think of your life on Coruscant much?
Sometimes, it's like a dream.
And yet it is not.
That life. And it's so long ago. So much has happened since then. Most days it feels like it happened to someone else.
I think I understand, a little. Thank you. It was not my intention to bring up bad memories.
It's okay, sister.
Found anything of interest?
Could use this.
That was fated for you. Alluring, no?
Here you go.
Thank you. The knowledge you've saved is invaluable.
Would you look at that?
The way is sealed, Outlander. I'm sorry, Jedi. The gate must remain closed. Imperial patrols have been spotted in the region.
I understand.
The patrols should pass soon. When they do, you will be free to come and go as you please.
Old Aerotech speeder bikes. Never got to ride one.
Report, sister.
We spotted 2 more patrols on the ridge.
What was their heading?
Back south. They narrowly missed one of our wayhouse caches.
The sandstorm has favored us. It likely obscured any signs of passage. Mark the horizon. Contact me if they double back.
Yes, brother.
Ah, noble Jedi. Welcome to our archive.
Thanks. It's impressive. What are you working on?
Just studying these totems, recovered from nearby ruins. Many relics have survived the ages, but lifetimes spent unshielded from the desert have scattered much wisdom to the sands.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
Nobody ever learned by finding what they were looking for, only by choosing to look for the right things. But you know as much, Enlightened One. Seer speaks highly of you, you know.
She gives me a lot of credit.
Perhaps, but then she is not one to inflate the truth. We Narcus might say that the two of you are united by a concordant thread.
You'll have to explain that one.
Fibers are strongest when braided into rope, yes? Her strength is yours, and vice versa. You understand?
Think so. I've learned a lot from Seer.
That much is evident.
So I understand you've been trying to fight the Empire on your own.
I had some help from a few friends.
And where are they now?
gone.
I see. Well, you're nothing if not brave, Cal. And from what Sia tells me, willing to put your life on the line for those you love. Just remember, the Empire will twist our actions, however noble, to serve their aims.
I'll remember that, Master Cordova. How did you and the Anchorites end up building this archive?
Well, we began our work in the holy city of Jedha, preserving whatever we could find of the Jedi tradition.
Sounds like a dangerous place to collect outlawed teachings.
Too dangerous. After one too many close calls with the Empire, I convinced the Narkis to relocate here. We found this abandoned monastery. And set about building everything you see.
I can't believe you did all this in only a couple of years.
Well, it's been hard work, but once I understood my calling, I had to answer it.
That you did. It hurt when you left. Felt like you quit on us in the middle of a fight.
I know.
But you were trying to restore the Order. Rebuild what was lost. The fight was never your goal.
Are you so sure it's yours? We'll talk later.
Always something to do, huh?
I suppose you have both studied Oisin's lemma?
Yes, sister.
Indeed, sister.
Then perhaps you will explain to me the paradox of the fifth book.
Oisin explores the antinomy of enlightenment. It's a paradox about the inevitability of cycles.
Explain.
Enlightenment is defined as cycle breaking. But, per the canons, to be enlightened is to suffer the cycle. The more we strive to break the cycle, the more we embody it. But in accepting it, we become enlightened, thereby breaking the cycle.
Indeed. And what do you make of this?
I think the meaning is clear. You can't reason your way to true enlightenment.
Ah. The lemma has confounded scholars for centuries, but to you, its meaning is clear.
Well...
Recall the canons. There is no truth but the truth of all things. There is no knowledge but the force of all others. Brother, perhaps you should revisit the fifth book. And while you're there, revisit the preceding books as well.
Yes, sister.